Hey, friends. It's me, Father Jonathan. I hope you're having a good day. How are you? We are at the end almost of this Thursday afternoon. Um, if you are taking a moment to listen and follow along, number one, I'm grateful. Number two, drop a howdy in the comments and let me know you're there. And I want to talk to y'all about something exciting coming up for just a minute or two. It's called Won't You Be My Neighbor? And there it is. You can see it right there, stage left or right, whatever makes sense. I've had a pretty good day. It's been a gorgeous day. Someone was observing today. It's kind of like the opposite of yesterday with all the gray and cloud. And today we've had the golden sunshine and cool weather. Uh, Feels like we're getting a little extra long take on the cool weather as we get ready. We brace for the summer. I want to talk to you a little bit about a couple things, but I want to start with some of my earliest memories of growing up in East Dallas. Most of my earliest, happiest memories happened in the Lockwood neighborhood at my grandmother's house, not too far from here. And I was actually going over to the old Jake's new old Kellers today on Garland Road and got to drive by the neighborhood. And I remember my granny's house. This is in its day was this gorgeous little yellow house on Sinclair, and across the street was a creek. And the creek was more than a creek. The creek was this magical passageway through which children could access just about every part of town. As I grew up, I didn't realize, because I simply took it for granted. I thought everybody had creeks that connected their neighborhood, and were these kind of magical passageways for kids to travel through. And then I realized, no, not all creeks do. This is a function of Dallas's being here, in conjunction with the beautiful water we call the Trinity River, the beautiful, sometimes maligned water we call the Trinity River. And that's what I really want to talk to you about, is this opportunity we've got starting this Sunday. This Sunday, I'm going to unpack some of this stuff in a little bit of a sneak peek format. But this summer at St. James, we're going to be going out into the neighborhood to explore how the Trinity River occasioned all that we know around here in terms of why humans would settle here at all, and shaped our neighborhoods. We're going to get out in the neighborhoods, and we're going to visit different places. We're going to go out to the Audubon Center at the Great Trinity Forest. We're going to explore the confluence, the juxtaposition of Dallas, corporate and concrete, and at the same time, the United States' largest urban forest in the United States. It's this wonderful, amazing confluence that at the same time, Dallas is an overwhelming forest and also an overwhelming city. It's both at the same time, and it just depends on which layer you are living in a given moment. And that has shaped Dallas for better and worse in different kinds of ways. We're going to explore it. We're going to get out to Bonton Farm and see how they have come up with creative solutions to food deserts that have resulted as a way that humans have settled together and sometimes not together in South Dallas. We're going to look at what it means that Dallas in 2023 is one of like the refugee resettlement cities in the country. What in some ways a tremendous honor, what in some ways a tremendous challenge to bring folks from all over the world together in a kind of unity, a commonality that would be life-giving to everyone. And these are not like far off places. This is our neighborhood, our neighborhood. And we know that the whole of the scriptures, Jesus said, could be summed up: love God, love your neighbor. Everything else is more or less an improvisation or riff on that. And so we want to get out into our neighborhood this summer. But this Sunday at 9:00 during the Sunday school hour, I want to invite you to be my neighbor, be my guest, and we'll talk about some of these things. We'll talk about the history of the river a little bit. Love your presence and takes, because some of your neighborhoods have changed a little bit. I remember when I was a kid, Dad would drive us out up 75 north towards Plano, and Plano was already a big bustling shadow of what it is now, but it was big and bustling and built up. And he would kind of look out the window at the car forlornly, and he would say, we would ask him, we said, "Hey, Dad, what's up? What's with the kind of long face?" And he would say, My father and that'd be my grandfather. My father and I used to ride our horses in these pastures, and we looked at him like he was crazy. What pastures? There are no pastures here. And how long ago was that, Dad? That must have been like a lifetime ago. Yeah, I guess it was. It was probably about 20 years ago. And of course, now on the north side of 42, uh, 20 years does not feel like that much time. That was like less than the lifetime of one ballpark for the Rangers. Uh, but as a kid, oh my gosh, 20 years. No wonder it's changed. That's back when the dinosaurs roamed the earth. So inviting you Sunday, 9 a.m., to come into a conversation of how Christians might be called to be present to our neighborhoods and notice the particulars, cherish the particulars, pay attention in ways that make space for all people and help us grow into this promise that we have received as an invitation from God to love God and our neighbors well. That's this Sunday, 9 a.m. There'll be donuts and coffee and fellowship with good friends, all the things we need to be God's people in this world. Thanks for listening, friends. In the comments, if you made it this far, drop one of your memories of the neighborhood and drop it in there. We have a neighborhood here as a church. We have little pockets of neighborhoods wherever we are. What have you noticed as you have sought to be present to your neighborhood, and what beautiful things has God shown you? Until next time, friends, peace.